1-0 casting contest. 2 Spellweavers. Do we keep the Duem or do we get rid of it? What about this Adept? I don't think we want to run an Adept at all. This is not a Meditating Mages deck. Siege Engines? Oh, okay. We want to run 2 Siege Masters and then a Carabalista, I assume. Some Siege Towers, maybe? Instead of Carabalista. Nope. 1 Cara is fine. And then do we add any other siege units other than the 1 Cara? Okay, we take out Sabrina and we put in Stealth Kirk. Okay, we have 2 provisions free. Wouldn't the add up work if I copied it with the location? Add up scale with the number of patience units you have, but in round 1 when you're playing your patient students, you generally don't have time to play adepts. Like you want to play a student every turn or boost them or save them or you know play a winch on your Rafard, so you don't really have time to drop an adept. It would slow you down too much and would give your opponent the opportunity to pass, and then you would be stuck. So do we run a Carrick Marine at all? Since we're Devotion? Or do people not do that? Okay. Because we're on Siege Engines now. How would we fit? If we want to run Necro, we have to get rid of Defender. I'm very suspicious of you, Kha'Zix. You drop casting contest, okay. And then run a siege tower. Well, now we only have 2 siege engines. Is that enough? I guess I'm just not used to you being, you know, nice. Okay. So this looks like a deck. Oh, because Rafarge is also a siege engine. True. Okay. Ketu, would it be helpful for you to see me play this and chat tell me what I'm doing wrong? Because I'm not very good with alumni, but I'm not if I see compliment, I mean it. All right, awesome. Well, what made you say that, Kha'Zix? What made you say I'm wise in the ways of science?
Don't make me laugh.
Who are you so wise in the ways of science? Interesting. Okay, I assume I don't want alumni in this round or PMP. Are those my mulligans? Okay. And we are red coin. With this deck, you want blue coin ideally. And you don't want to run into, like, this Enslave 6 deck is kind of bad for you. But we do have AA for Defender, technically. I'm just going to play Carabalista first, though, because he might think I'm Zeal Siege and overreact and do some stuff. I have, but it has been a while. Sir Bedivere, King Arthur. Ah. You know, it is about time I watched that movie again. I just remember the coconuts. Yeah, we got some control out of him, so that's good. We don't have Rafard's Vengeance, which is kind of sad. We have Chapter. But like whatever I play, he's gonna kill here. Try a Defender. He's gonna enslave that, but I guess I'm okay with it. It's top level Mimish quote. Alright, good to know.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Interesting. Do I play Letitia now? Yep. So Letitia every turn gets, you know, it's a patience unit, so the number goes up every turn. And then when you click it, it increases the patience of all allied units by 1. So it's gonna make it so like if this has 1 and you click this and this has 2, this becomes 3. Why do you say it has to be Letitia? Is it like because I have to play it before turn 7? Or what? Because of treason? Sheath? Okay. Play students to the right. Actually lock this? Yeah, we should lock that.
I hope we can trust you.
In that case, I'm going to put this next to the Defender, since this is like a one-time use unit rather than Letitia. So instead of airing Defender, my instinct was to Necromancy the Siege Engine and get him to spend more control on it. But Defender, I guess, works because it has a shield. I mean, I wouldn't say Mandrake wouldn't never work. It's just it's an expensive card, and there are better cards you can play. Yeah, remember, try not to have the Gabane rating system of everything's either OP or dog shit, because reality is not really on the Gabane spectrum. So opponent pass because they can't get past the Defender. Do I just play Defender and click this? Or sorry, play R2 and click it, or do I pass? I feel like we have a lot of stuff on the board, and we should just play 2 students and then click Letitia. Sheath? You think we click it? We don't bleed?
We need sleep. Another test. So soon.
Oh, I can't play a melee student. Okay, so I just click now. Right? Okay. This gave this a 3, and then we're going to pass, and this will become a 4. And that is very important because with if you get an Aretuza student and a Banart student to Patience 4, then your alumni will gain Zeal. That means you can play them and immediately use their order. So that's like kind of the most important threshold. Okay. So I think I still want to try and hunt down Rafards with some Siege Masters. Okay. So she says we set up chapter carryover, played location on range. So chapter is this. It's carryover because it has an order ability, and because it has this castle icon, it means I can use it next turn. Thanks, Kha'Zix. I see you're back to being extra helpful and supportive as I try to learn this new archetype that was just introduced to the game and that I've never seen before. I'm back to being myself. That's what I said. So he killed our card, but we were never going to play here anyway. We were just going to pass, right? Oh, Tisea. Yeah, Tisea is kind of a cheesy card. And with a deck like this, like, your goal is to get your students to Patience 4, and then you get to play Alumni and replay them over and over again. Tisea is good if you have like 10 units on the board that you want to reset all at once. So it's really good in a Meditating Mages deck, but not in a deck like this, where we only have like 1 or 2 units at a time that we want to use the order of. Does that help? So this is a Vilgefortz Renegade deck, and they took our rain. What did they take? They took our Defender. Yeah, Kha'Zix, but people need to understand why a unit is bad so they can judge other units on their own instead of having to rely on some meta guide or whatever. Right? Teach a man to fish, or woman, or whatever. Mold the range student, because we already got 1 to 4 patience. This is fine, isn't it? Kha'Zix, you would make an excellent elementary school teacher. I just want to play Spellweaver and hit something, but I probably shouldn't. I should probably play Rafar's Vengeance, right? Do I want to play Rafar's on range row or melee row? Okay, we play Sentry and Spellweaver ×2. So we play one, and then this thing lets me click and spawn a copy of whatever I just played. We do this because that way he can only answer one of them, I guess. My wife does this, but she actually means it. Are you a very patient person, Kha'Zix? Is that how you're able to put up with Gabane? This is what he gets for showing up and going to bed at 4 a.m. Practitioner. Interesting. Put Amnesty in my graveyard, though. Okay. So the reason he wanted me to play this was because these guys have an order that does 1 damage, and then I can play this card called Selkirk, which he's like a knight that duels, and I have to use Leader to give him Zeal. That also makes him 7 power. He's going to hit this for 7, and this thing's going to have 2 health left because it has 2 armor, and it'll hit me for 2, and then I'll hit him back and kill him. For that reason, I'm actually going to click this first, and now I'm going to have 6 power when it's all over. Is that what you would have done, Sheath, or would you have saved the ping? Yeah. The kids would be emotionally healthy, Kazakhs, but they wouldn't learn shit. You'd be like, don't learn math. That's dog shit. Okay. So now can I play rough arts? Or do I play Yeah, I guess I play rough arts, right? And play a melee student and... Yep. So we never got our melee student going. So I'm going to give this Zeal. And then I'm going to click it. Play Banart student in melee. Now, this card has a crew condition. Crew means being surrounded by 2 soldiers. But this specific card can have its crew condition fulfilled by mages. So you want to make sure to put mages near him. The next mage I put on the right side, this will shoot out 2 damage. And then these cards, Spellweavers, every time you play a mage or cast a spell, they get a charge. So they're very helpful in that sense. How come playing this didn't proc my soldier, my Siege Master? Oh, I drew that with Rafard's Vengeance. Okay, we have AA. But I guess I should play another student. Should I play Sean? No. No, only the first liquid. Use Siege Engine from deck. Okay, we get. And we put it melee row or range row? I put in melee row because soldiers also helps with the crew condition. So now if he kills us, I can move something on the left and still get the 2 damage random from this. Rafard does like a 2-paragraph description, but once you use it a few times, you'll understand how it works. If we had a winch, we would use it now to trigger this again. We're still not going to click this. We're going to let this get to at least 4. Good, Anakin. Good. Let the alumni flow through you. Do I get the other Spellweaver out or the Range Row Mage with Shani? And PMP is Spellweaver. Oh, okay. So this card grabs a Bronze Mage, puts it in the deck, and gets another random one. It just, in this case, it happened to get the same one. So I'm going to play it here next to Rafar's to get it pinged. See how that, like, boom. Was that why you wanted me to PMP? And then I'm just going to use these pings because if this thing dies... I'm also going to use this and click on this, just in case he kills it. This reduces the cooldown of a friendly unit. So now you see Alumni says damage enemy unit by 3 or boost an ally unit by 4. So one more turn and then this guy will have Zeal. Oh. But he can't give this Zeal. See, he has to wait a turn before he can use it. So our Rafards is probably not long for this world, but we can do something in the meantime. Hey, he gave us a soldier for a crew. How much is melee patience? It's 3 right now. We Shani ranged? Okay. So Shani lets you res a human. Which choose a student? I assume. So this is like a ticking timer for him now. He has to deal with this, or every turn this number goes up by 1. And this number going up by 1 affects my alumni. So you know how this is 5? Because this went to 5. Human is a tag here. So every card has a primary category, in this case human, and then like other categories, in this case it's mage. This is a human soldier, this is a human soldier, and an aristocrat, this is a machine and a siege engine. Thanks, Kozak, that was actually helpful. This time I'm not being sarcastic. This is a spell, by the way. So when I play this, these will get a charge. That's kind of cool. He played Treason. which damages units on the left and right by its power. So what did he kill? He killed a Spellweaver and a melee mage. And then he used his leader ability to steal our Ranger student. So now that's a problem for us. We got it to 5, but he can click it. Can necro the dead student. This one? Okay. That's one thing that's nice about necromancy is like it brings it back at 4 already, right? And then I click this. I think I need to kill this thing in the back. I'm just gonna do it. Because if I don't kill it, that's gonna boost him for 6. I'll use leader on student and kill this. My bad. But if he could have killed the 4, wouldn't he have killed it by now? Good night, Tigris. See you tomorrow. Hopefully. Thanks again for the gift subs. Appreciate it. I mean, I would have done it if I'd seen your comment in time. I just JJ wants to see Kitty. Hey, Dirt Buddy, where you at? Oh, he's right there. He's stretching. There's Dirt. He just got up. He was napping. I'm gonna put.
Something, anything.
Okay, we can just play the Spellweaver. Oh, he did kill it. What did he kill it with? Oh, coated weapons. So he was just being greedy. If we had a winch, we can also use it on Shawnee. Winch works on either. That is the most boring deck in the game. I want some Rura in my life, and I get stupid ass patience all the run. Alumni is a really fun deck. I think you really enjoy it, Kesu. Despite what man, if I had killed a defender now, we could maybe do something about this. I want a PMP, right? I want a Gerhardt PMP to Alumni, or just play an Alumni.
We have each other's backs. That's more than most.
Ugh. I should have saved those pings.
Hello, motherfucker.
And I should have used both on this guy, because we might want to no, we're not going to reset that. Never mind. The most boring game in the Siege, but everyone else. Siege is not the most boring game. The most boring deck in the game is Relics. Everyone knows this. Like, you can say Alumni sucks or is bad or whatever. But it's not boring. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Opponent knows they lost, so they're being bad manner. Yeah. Like, you have to play rough hard, give it leader, click it, play a card, and then winch it 2 turns later, which gets you to play a card. Then you get to play an actual card from your hand, so you can play like 2 cards a turn, and then some of them have orders and abilities. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. And we might even put this on YouTube as a mini alumni tutorial for people who've never played Alumni. No problem. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how it goes.